Excellent. Good. All right. Is he the hard one to interview in the group? Okay. Groovy. Okay. We are with the Vandenbergs. Awesome. From Team Canada. Is this where I say go Maple Leafs?
No.
Okay. Go Maple Syrup? No.
Yeah, that's actually better. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Excellent. What is Go Maple Leafs? They're one of the hockey teams.
Yeah. Toronto Maple Leafs, yes.
Oh, Toronto. And where are you guys from?
Toronto.
From Toronto, and you don't support the Maple Leafs? No.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. No, we don't have to say that.
Yeah,
okay.
we do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, we absolutely do.
Yeah.
Okay, can you uncross your finger? I'm just kidding. All right. Okay, awesome. So, with Sean, Zachary, and Angel. So, you guys are out here as a family lifting. Your coach was like, I got a family. You got to meet them. You got to. So, I think we'll start with you, Sean. Tell us a little bit about you.
Sure. Where to start? This is pretty cool for me, just being here. So, powerlifting we started about 5 years ago. It was basically a simple question that I asked Angel, do you want to try this? So she goes, yeah, so let's give it a shot. So we've been doing this for 5 years. Zachary's our son, he's 15 years old. We've also got a daughter who unfortunately couldn't make it. She's 13 years old. 13 her
You want to give her a shout out?
Micah, hi.
Yeah.
We miss you.
Hang on, do you miss your sisters? Okay.
Debatable.
Well, what to ask a 15-year-old brother about his 13-year-old sister?
Exactly. You got a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just love the sport. The people around it are fantastic. We've made a lot of friends. Lots of our friends are coming out of the sport. And we maintain the friendships outside of the sport. It's not only the lifting that keeps us together. So it's a lot of fun. We really, really enjoy it. We're very happy to be here.
Awesome. So, who's Sean? A little bit of your background.
I was born in Canada. I was raised there. My parents are from Guyana.
Okay.
Never been back. Nope. But spent a lot of time growing up in a small town called Ajax, which is just outside of Toronto. Moved to Markham actually when we met Angel. And then
how did you guys meet?
I'll let her tell that story.
Okay, cool. All right.
Than I do.
Yeah. That's called safety first.
Yeah.
You
That
don't
was
want
a
to get
wise
anything
decision.
wrong.
It was a wise decision.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I have one brother out in New Jersey. I don't really know what to say about myself.
Okay, what do you do?
I work at Scotiabank in Canada. I'm a technology procurement, which sounds amazing, but it's not. It's just
you
I
buy stuff,
software,
and
negotiate contracts. So
okay, but that's pretty intense because
it can be intense.
Yeah,
not as intense as that, but it's intense. But yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's fun. I just enjoy making those relationships that are really, really fast paced and trying to get the most out of those contracts, and sometimes making friends out of those contracts too. Sometimes, so
absolutely,
not always. Sometimes.
Okay. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, moving on. The toughest person we've had on our podcast yet, ladies and gentlemen, Zachary, Air Force Base, Vandenberg. No, with an E. No, yeah. How are you, Zach?
I'm good.
Cool. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm in high school. I have decent marks, I guess.
Okay, which high school?
Unionville.
Okay, you want to give a shout out to anyone there?
No.
No one, not like a teacher, the janitor, someone at school. No. Huh? Nope.
Really?
Okay. Cool. All right. I think he doesn't want to embarrass people by leaving them out of the list of shout outs.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. You see, there you go. He's thinking about everyone at the school. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Okay. And what are you planning on doing after school?
After all school or after high school?
Oh, yeah, after high school.
Probably university, hopefully U of T.
Okay, cool. Studying?
I don't know yet. Probably something about data.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Anything else you'd like to share other than powerlifting, hobby, sports, passions, art?
I like music. I play guitar.
Okay, cool. What kind of music?
Metal.
Okay,
And
what kind of
nothing
metal?
Metalcore, modern.
Okay, cool. Thrash. Death.
I mean, he's more
I'm a thrash guy.
Okay.
He's
Okay,
everything's
cool.
detuned for him.
Okay, yeah. So it's milder for the younger generation.
Yes.
All right, awesome, cool. And turning the mic for Angel. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Cool. Please tell us about yourself and then the story as to how you met, which is probably the most important story in Zachary's existence. Yep.
Maybe start with the fun part first. So,
Cool.
met Sean at a dealership. So, and then I was thinking like, oh, this guy is actually cute. So I plan ahead the next time I go there and like kind of ask him out to get a coffee. And I'm thinking, if he said no, it's no big deal. I just need a coffee. So there
Yep.
you go. And then like asking him to pick me up by putting my phone number down. And then he did eventually call.
How long did it take him to call?
Actually, not long.
Okay.
Like a day.
Like a day.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I'm not
All
as dumb as I look.
Yeah. Safety first. All right, cool. Now, Angel, what do you do?
I'm a chief technology officer in a nonprofit organization using AI to find criminals.
Okay.
That's very fun. So,
Oh, something she
That's
won't
cool.
say. She won the Globe and Mail Award.
Globe and Mail Best Executive Award. I could not get my award yesterday because I'm in South Africa.
Okay, so you couldn't get your best executive award because you were getting your
My award here.
silver medal
Yeah.
award in World Bench.
Yeah.
It's tough to be around overachievers.
It is.
Yeah. Thanks for making the rest of us feel bad. But it's cool. All right, awesome. So guys, tell me about like what powerlifting means to you guys. And it's kind of cool. You can give a family perspective on it. It's like who started, how did you get the others involved?
Well, I guess a little bit more of the story of how we started. I was at home alone because we went to the Yukon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellowknife.
Yeah, Yellowknife. They went to
Okay.
Yellowknife to see the Aurora Borealis with the rest of the family, with the Angel's parents. And as guys, when they're at home alone, they do stupid stuff. So I started moving the whole gym around.
Right.
And then I took a picture and I sent it to Angel and said, "Do you want to try powerlifting?" And she goes, "Sure." And that was it.
Okay.
That's how we started.
How did you find powerlifting?
Terrifying
Okay.
to begin with.
Yeah.
My first meet, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know when to warm up. Didn't know how to do anything.
You went in on your own without a coach.
We did have a coach.
Okay.
He was running the meet, so he was so busy. And
okay,
So shout out
okay.
to Coach Barry Antonio from Canada. He's one of the best in the business. We're really glad to have him with us. But he was busy doing so many other things.
Right.
He couldn't work with us. And because we were so new, we didn't know. We were just asking each other, trying to figure things out. So I'm just cupping other dudes
Yeah.
what they're doing. And
No, I went out in a pair of cargo shorts to lift my first meet.
yep,
And,
I almost walked out
my-
on deadlift
yeah.
with no shirt on
Okay, yeah,
because I didn't know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know there was new rules.
New rules.
I was
Yeah.
looking at rules from 2015.
We learn quickly when our coaches throw us in the deep end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But after that first meet, it was I was hooked. Like, it was just so much fun. The training was fun. And then came equipped, and I'll let Angel tell that story too.
Righty.
Powerlifting actually helped me a lot in terms of my career growth. So I would say like I'm not very confident because of how I was being raised with a traditional Asian family. So when Sean mentioned that about like, do you want to try powerlifting? I was like, sure. And then once I've done it, like competing in front of people, start building up that confidence, trying to be a role model with a lot of women in
Yes.
career, in STEM program, in technology, also spanning from leading a youth group at church. So they are like grade 11, grade 12 girls. Just to
Okay.
say, not about winning. It's about like how you pick yourself up when you fail. So of course
Yes.
I did equip lifting. I bombed out, and then it's about how you pick yourself up. And then I actually like win gold in bench for next two events. So that is a mindset I'm trying to, like show to other young women or other people. Like you need to be strong, not physically, but mentally as well.
Yes, and I think there's a wonderful quote by a sports psychologist and competitive shooter, Brian. I think his name is Brian Enos, who says sport is about growth. You have the opportunity to challenge yourself beyond any other means available to you in daily life. And that's it, like where you don't have the confidence, where you're raised not to be strong, to be subservient, to listen, to follow, and not to stand up. And then you start those little steps and little journeys of starting to believe in yourself
Yeah.
under the bar where it's safe. And then you start, hey, I can't do that weight. but then realize I did that weight, and then you can question that in other areas of your life.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. All right. How did you get him into Equipped?
I
I don't mean
started-
how did you get the shirt on. I mean,
I started Equip during COVID, so I was getting a bit bored doing raw. I'm like, okay, maybe I can try because Coach Barry Antonio is into Equip. He's a great bencher. So I tried with the slingshot or Titan Ram. I'm like, oh, it feels good. So I ordered the very first bench shirt and I started the full Equip lifting. And I keep teasing Sean like, come on. I mean, like that is just little weights. Like if you want to lift heavy, you need the equipment. You need to it doesn't hurt. I keep telling him like
That was a lie.
knee
Yeah.
wraps don't hurt,
Wait,
nothing
wait,
hurts. You
wait,
just
wait,
have to suck
yeah.
it up.
well, it doesn't hurt because the shirt cuts off any nerve connection to your entire body. Yeah, the dislocation of your. I'm just kidding. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, besides
cool.
he has all my equipment because I started really loose so I can pass
Okay.
it on to him.
Okay, and then, so she basically bullied you into Equipped.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That works. All right. And
Was for her, I wouldn't have this.
This,
So
absolutely, 100%. The
Yep.
tummy or the? No, I'm just kidding. No, but it's like so cool, huh? As if it's absolutely awesome to see. Right, Zach, what's up? He's looking at me going, "Hey, old guy's trying to be cool."
that was a Budweiser commercial that I've never seen before.
Oh,
No,
Really?
I just forgot the question.
question. Okay, no, fair. Who, you or me? What question?
Your question.
Yeah. How did you get into powerlifting? Were you bullied by your parents? Was it something you wanted to do?
I actually don't remember. I think they started, so
Yeah.
me and my sister started too.
Okay. Oh, and you guys train together, or go to the gym, or at home?
At home.
Okay. That's really kind of, I mean, to get quality time with teenagers today is not easy. Hey? And
I
doing.
mean, I have nowhere else to go. I live
Okay.
far.
That's cool, but it's still kind of, you could be in your room, you know.
My room has
On
no
your phone.
lock.
Okay, excellent. Even better. That's cool.
That's not changing, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah. Have you tried leaning against the door, or like getting a really big friend? And then,
I'm light, so he'll just
yeah, that's
open
also
it
true.
anyways.
It doesn't work for dads who powerlift. So okay, what's it like training with your folks?
I guess it's more motivating because if I don't want to do something, I have to anyways. Especially squatting.
Okay.
I mean, if I was by myself, I'd probably always lose track of time because I'd be on my phone mid-set or possibly sleeping even.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps me train
Okay.
better and more.
So that's the family training is what also helped get you here.
Yeah.
That's very cool. My coach when I started, Rodney Anthony, was one of the original coaches in South Africa.
I know him well.
So he's famous for sleeping at comps.
Oh, really?
Yep. So one of my favorite stories is I thought I'll try that, and I put my headphones in and dozed off, and I fell asleep. And he comes grabbing, "You're up, you're up!" And I pulled my headphones out, and one of the silicone earpieces stayed inside. So that was fun. Had to go out with that in, and then he was trying to pull it out with pliers. So one of my favorite stories. But yeah, he would properly sleep between his lifts.
Wow.
So it's not such a bad thing potentially.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So from a family point of view, why should families, which is why I'm happy to be able to ask this question, why should families train together? So let me ask it in two ways. Why should families train together? And what would you say to other families about starting the sport?
I think because I think you mentioned earlier the parents' bonds with a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
It would help that grow also.
Absolutely. I heard an interesting thing as to why teenagers become so problematic. Disagreement with the family and all of these things. And it was built in hormonally that when you hit your teens, you become troublesome and then get kicked out of the tribe. And you have to go find another tribe, and it's just to keep the genetic pool sort of diverse. So becoming like we're fighting hormones and bodies and what we do, but you have common ground and a common language and a common interest with your kids. That's really amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
And also
Yeah.
why we train because bragging rights.
Excellent.
Initially, he didn't live as much as me. And
Okay.
then of course he's PR almost every week anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like,
That's
I
it.
lift heavier than
Enjoy it now.
you. Every time it's like I lift more than you.
Yeah, my lifting also has a P in it, but it's plateau. Okay, that's all. Who's the bigger bragger?
By
This-
far.
By far? Okay.
Like constant, like in the middle of dinner, like
Yeah.
I lift more than you. Like
Like I'm
Just out of
coming.
nowhere.
Okay. How close is he to you?
far.
Okay, good. How far? Like it's sort of like I don't know, like Quebec.
Like 2 years.
Brazil,
1 year.
yeah?
1 year.
Okay.
1 or
Oh,
2 years.
really?
1 or 2 years.
You heard it here first.
Ladies
Said-
and gentlemen, you
he
heard
said
it here
2 years.
first. Yeah.
We'll give him 2 years.
I need my DJ. Down, down, down. Yeah.
No, 2 years.
I'll
2
give you
years.
2.
Earth years.
I'll give you
Your
2.
dad's
Is that
asking.
equipped and raw, or
No. I
are
don't
we
know.
talking like total one lift? What are we talking?
We'll see.
We
We'll
gotta
see
lay it out
which
now.
one is better by then.
It's live and being recorded, so we're gonna lay it out now. So
Yep.
you can't back out.
At least one lift will be better than yours in 2 years.
Okay.
My money's on squat.
So is mine.
Yeah.
So is
There's,
mine.
you remember a movie from the 80s called The Money Pit,
Yeah.
and when they're building, and when's the house done? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So you sound like a budgie. 2 weeks. So 2 years. Okay.
2 years.
May 2024. 2025.
Five.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Excellent. Cool. So
Wait, I get to use my equipment, and you're doing it raw, right?
No.
okay. You don't want you people messing with your equipment, please. Picking out all the stitches.
Yeah, that might
Start. Press.
be bad. Yeah, no.
Okay. What would you say to the dads out there? What's the value for a father instilling value in their kids, building a foundation for them? Why should the family lift?
Beyond immense pride in seeing what your children can
You
accomplish.
check out his face is glowing
Like,
now. Hey?
it's-
That's so
it's-
cool. Yeah.
That's beyond that. It's amazing. That's just one of the great things you can get about it. But as Zachary mentioned, the bond it creates is different than when you get doing something else. It's not just handing off. You're also responsible for their safety, and that's something I'm sure every father takes very, very seriously.
Yes, absolutely.
And you find yourself taking it more seriously when you're lifting with them,
Mm-hmm.
and just paying more attention to little things like that. And they're picking up on that too. So he doesn't know this, but he takes care of his sister, but he doesn't realize that he does. So, and that's something that makes you very proud to see.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun too. It's
I mean,
just fun.
she keeps me fed.
That is true. That is true. His sister cooks for him on a regular basis.
Okay. That's cool.
Very well.
Yeah. Okay.
And I forget the second half of the question that you asked me.
Okay. So, so did I. No. So just look like why live together? What would you like? What you're saying to the other dads? It's like, particularly. I mean, if you have difficulty finding ways to connect with your kids, particularly with young men, where there's bragging rights, there's ego involved, and they want to be the alpha eventually. In 50, 60 years maybe. But so yeah, that's.
I would say definitely start the lifting, and at the same time, give it time because for a long time we were trying to bully him into a tighter shirt, and he is putting a shirt on. He's putting a shirt on. He's competing tomorrow, so we
Sweet.
we kept on saying, you got to put a tighter shirt on. We got to sew your sleeves. We got to do this. We
Yeah.
gotta do that. And he's like, no, I don't want to do any of that. But now he wants to
I've
do it.
I've reasoning. It's because a tighter shirt, I lose my arch,
Okay.
and I have insanely long arms, so I need
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. But now
Fair
he
enough.
sees, I think I could do something with a tighter shirt. And it's not because of us. It's because he's seeing what other people are doing
Right.
with his own eyes. He doesn't necessarily need us to tell him. He will figure it out. He will see it on his own, and that's what he's starting to do. And that's, you just got to be patient and wait for that moment to happen. And when it happens, it's amazing to see. Amazing to see.
Fantastic. From the mom's point of view, why should moms get their families lifting?
It's more about the bonding time, like not in particular just like mother and son, like mother and daughter, because nowadays I find that a lot of teenagers, they're always on the phone, always on like screen time. So lifting, well, I know that you can always on the phone when between like sets, but still have a little bit of communication. There's something in common that we can talk about. So yeah, like watching the lift together, he didn't find it bored, like because we have common interests, common things to talk about.
Okay, amazing. It's like that old TV ad. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? You know, it's like, yeah, they're on the squat rack. You know, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So it's very cool. From you, why should families live together?
It's so that you're close. If you're a kid, you're close with your parents, and you won't feel alone all the time, because I think a lot of teenagers nowadays feel alone when they're not with their friends, even though they have their parents there. So lifting is something that could help you feel less alone.
Because you have that common bond. It's amazing. And there's so much to talk about in the sport, which is absolutely awesome. How do you find the community? 2 questions for you guys. How do you find the community? And then as a family, how do you find the community as somewhere where you'd want to bring your spouse and your kids into?
Oh, wow. The community is amazing. Like, I don't know, I can't think of another sport where everybody else celebrates your success. I can't think of anything else like this. And I'll let you tell the story about Masters World Kid Anthony, but I met a lifter from Finland today who's trying to steal the bronze medal from me, and not steal. He was not steal.
Working hard.
That was the wrong word. He was working on it.
Working hard.
But it's when you hear that, and he's coming to me and say, I tried, and I'm like, of course you tried. That's what you're here for. And now we're going to be friends, and we're not going to.
Yeah.
We're always going to be in contact with each other because we're trying to beat each other. That's not normal. So
because you're helping one another get better.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're going to be in contact with each other. He's going to ask me what kind of shirt you use, and of course I'm going to tell him, because I want to see him succeed too. Even if he beats me, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
If he does better than me.
Because you got to up your game, then you got to go back to the drawing board and see what do we do.
Like if I help somebody else get better, coaching is so much fun. I love seeing other people do well.
Sure.
Like,
that's fantastic.
Great to see. Great to see.
Awesome. So, the story?
So I lifted in Masters World last year. I met Carol Anthony. I was competing with her. It was comes down to the last deadlift. I think we were about 2.5 kilo apart fighting for silver. But at the end, like after the deadlift, I congratulate her. It's just like we were competing. I did not know her, but then at the end we were good friends. We stayed in touch. Instagram, keep chatting, and then we look so forward to see each other, and then we did. It's just like it's never a sport that you want your competitor to succeed so much. I also make a new friend, Geraldine. She won gold today. We were like friends holding hands. I mean, like it's such a like reminds me of the teenager days. You hold hands together. Take pictures and stuff. It was great. Even though Anthony's husband Rodney was telling me like, you should get a super katana. You're lifting an F6. You can get so much more. I'm like, really? Like he's also helping me as well. It's such a great community.
Absolutely, that's and then awesome question for you. What's it like coming to a place where your parents aren't going to embarrass you? Like I think that's well, fair enough. Like, do you feel safe to come here with your parents?
Yeah.
I think that's quite a big thing. It's like
it's emotionally a warm and fuzzy place. Even though physically it's hard and heavy.
Right. That you've summed up powerlifting. That's fantastic.
Pretty accurate.
Oh, that's it.
You
Spot on.
The podcast. That
we're going to. Absolutely, that's it. That's how people describe me. 110, but still. So, okay, guys, that's sure. That's you kind of go like, wow, that's really cool. Any sort of final message? They're going to need me as TC now. Sort of any sort of message that you'd like to give to people? Shout outs to friends, family.
Another shout out to Chris Fudge, who's helping us with our nutrition. Because of that, we PR'd in terms of body weight today. So we're thank you again for that.
I would say make goals. Like the goals one step at a time. You will get there one day. Like just hitting the goals that you think within like it's achievable, and then you move up as as you go.
That's such a great point. So what I love about the sport is the goals are numbers. Where girls or guys go, I want to be thin, or I want abs. You know, when is it abs and when are you thin? When you need another 2.5 to qualify for nationals, you know what you got to do.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the beautiful thing. And you can work. You didn't get it this year, next year.
Yeah.
And those are the things, guys. It's been an absolute.
I-
Sorry, jeez, wow, I'm in
I-
trouble. Thank you.
I have
That's all the
3
time we have.
shout-outs.
Though, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
3
Yeah.
shoutouts. One
Yep.
to Samuel Macellini.
Yep.
Thank you for the great competition on Monday.
Mhm.
One to Rayan Armankia. I competed with him at nationals. He beat me by a lot, but unfortunately he didn't get to come here.
Okay.
And one to Zachary Lau. He's been my friend for a long time. I hope he starts working out and eating more.
Excellent. Eat more, so you'll have to work out. Okay, good. We'd like to see Zach, you guys here next year with your friends. All right. So, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you for having
Looking,
us.
hopefully, I've been told I have to come to Texas, so hopefully we'll
Yes,
see you there.
definitely.
But we'll exchange details, and then I want to chat to you guys in a couple of months.
Sounds great.
Online. Guys, it's been amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Awesome.